Twins, like, now that we got some of the dumbassery out of the way.
Last week, everyone has made it to Thaliost. I should move your token to Thaliost. That would probably help. There we go. As the rest of you caught up with the scouting party you sent ahead to check out the town and make sure it was safe, or at least safe enough for the rest of your party to approach. You've left your Warforged Titan outside the gate. One of them got left behind on the road quite a ways back, unfortunately, because Karak was not there to command it when the magic full bus began moving. After sharing some information back and forth and negotiating with House Orion to cover your housing and keeping the magic full bus safe and secure, you decided to meet up with Damien, a man who Karak met earlier outside the city. Damien revealed to the party that he is part of a resistance force here in Thaliost against Thrain and the Silver Flame. And of course, due to the party's own interactions with the Silver Flame, have agreed to help Damien and his resistance overthrow the government here in Thaliost and hopefully start a revolution that retakes this land for Onder, their homeland. But the details are still hazy, you're still working things out, and so you've agreed to meet another time. Damien also needed to contact Matsia, an old friend of his, who he thinks might be able to help, and he will provide you with new information when that is available. You all visited the Stormspire during this meeting, and we are now starting off with you leaving the Stormspire, as the previous meeting has just ended.
As we're leaving the Stormspire, as we're like, heading out of the entrance, whatever.
Huh?
Do any of the guards seem to be eyeing me nervously?
As you're leaving the Stormspire? Oh, the other, yes, the other Lorendar guards.
Yeah.
Roll an insight check.
Oh god, I'm not good at insight. Oops, that was history. Oh shit.
Still pretty good. You can see one in particular, which... Roll me a perception check as well. For fun.
God damn it.
Okay. You can see one in particular is still eyeing you pretty carefully, but the others, with that high of an insight check, it seems like the other 5 in here are a bit more trusting of you all after Damien made them aware that you were to be trusted.
Alright, I'll just give them all the stink eye on the way out.
Alright.
The one remaining eye?
Yeah. With just the right eye.
Do we have a way to heal up his
He was healed.
socket?
We already healed
Oh,
him.
he was? Oh, okay.
It went through his cheek and then was torn out, and then I think multiple cure wounds were thrown at him, and he was fine.
Yeah, I got hit with cure wounds from either side at the same time, so we just grabbed it and ripped it out.
Yep.
Right. Been a minute.
It's just a crossbow bolt, didn't have a broad tip, so it was easy to just yoink out real quick.
6 days.
Yeah. Alright, so how do we want to start this? Because if we want to be seen as freedom fighters and not terrorists, we are going to need a majority of the people behind us.
We just need propaganda.
What's a propaganda?
It's basically your whole thing.
My whole thing? What do you mean?
Well, you tell people what to think, don't you?
No, I tell people stories. What do you mean?
You can inspire people. Wouldn't you say that's your jam, Eli?
Is, yes, what I meant.
I like to think that my stories inspire people.
And inspiring a little sense of deserving of freedom and maybe a little bit of fire resolution. That's in your wheelhouse, isn't it?
Eli's about to get shot.
Wait, fire? We're not gonna burn the city, are we?
A warmth like a winter day inside with a nice sip of whiskey.
I've never
fire
had whiskey,
stove.
but I totally believe you. I think.
That's its own problem, but we'll get to that later.
Oh boy.
I can feel the slime coming out of the train.
Eli, roll either a persuasion or deception check based on whether or not Eli actually has ever had whiskey before.
It's still gonna be
As a bard who grew up in a
23 or 22.
22, yep.
Do I roll against this?
You can roll insight, yes. Against the 22. Eli has never had whiskey before.
Well, I'll be.
I mean, I was telling the truth, but sure. Before we get to the gates again, like right before we like make it there, Eli's gonna use prestidigitation to make a non-magical trinket,
Okay.
and he's gonna make like a little like what did I say that I had left behind?
Happy's watch.
Yeah, or I'll turn it into a watch, a little pocket watch, right before we get to the guards.
Okay. Sounds good. Can I get another Constitution saving throw for the bit of travel late at night after a full day's journey for you all? As I had you roll a check to go out to the tower, and now one more to get back.
All right, yeah.
Eli's another level of exhaustion. Juno as well.
Juno got
Ooh!
Pass.
disadvantage on ability checks. Thank goodness my deception's a 22.
I think that's everyone, so I think just Eli failed that one.
Thank goodness your deception's a flat 22, yeah.
Doesn't matter how tired I am, I'm still gonna talk out of my ass.
Now it adds to the lie.
I can just imagine Eli on like 5 exhaustion being like, "No guys, I'm fine." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that seems true."
Little insight check me with like fucking 18s and whatnot, and you're still like, oh nah, he's good, he's fine.
Oh no.
Eli knows what he's about.
Eli goes
All right.
hard.
So you...
I know what I'm good at, and I know what I'm not good at.
Indeed. Eli suffers another point of exhaustion, and you guys now are reaching the gate. The same guards are outside that were there before. Yes, can I... did you find what you're looking for?
Yes, I did, and I hold up the press.
The watch, yes.
Predigestion.
Indigestion.
Thank you,
The
kindly
predisposition.
for letting me go out and look for it. I couldn't have slept without this pocket watch here, and I pocket it before the spell goes off or goes away.
Yep. Make me a deception check.
Flat 22.
22.
Oh, it's technically a disadvantage. A 22.
22.
I don't know about you.
That first time you actually rolled an actual 22. Nice. So he rolled a natural 1 on his insight. I just want to put that forward.
Again?
Yes, this guy is very much not...
He shouldn't be a guard.
Apparently not. Or maybe he's just having an off night. I don't know.
Poor guy.
Well,
Hungover as fuck.
glad to hear that. I'm glad you're all safe. Now, did you see anyone of a suspicious pursuit out there?
I saw a crow flying around, but I think he was just looking for some food.
I see. Well, welcome back to Thaliost. May the silver flame be with you. Open the gates again.
And also with you. I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired.
I'm
Oh,
pretty
I'd
good.
rest would be
I'm
Weird.
somewhat
Weird.
exhausted. I could use without a night's rest.
Hmm.
I gotta curl up.
All right. So you guys return to the House Orion chapter house here. Yes, that's a mouthful. Wow. Map. You're entering through the south gate, and you've got to make your way across town. I've already made you roll for this little bit of travel, though I won't make you roll again. And on your way in, now that you're aware of the Tower of Judgment, I mean, you've seen it before, now you know exactly what it is. You see it from the bottom, and it looks so much more imposing from down here when you're not, hundreds of feet in the air. It is a dark tower. If it was light out, you're sure the shadow would cover quite a bit of area here. But even in the darkness, it is imposing, as it just blots out part of the sky in front of you. It is well guarded on the outside. There are Thranian soldiers at the tops of the walls surrounding it. And though the tower itself is dark, the base of the tower it seems to be well lit with the buildings around it you assume, have either torches or some form of lamps around them. Not many shadows to hide in. You continue on by and eventually make your way to the Orion Chapter House. It is empty when you enter, and Tap is just sitting at the bar, washing out a mug with a rag.
Well, hi there. I'm feeling mighty tired.
I'm
Yeah?
terribly sorry to all. Our bar is closed at this point, but if you desperately need something, I can try and whip something up.
I was literally just gonna ask you where my room was, and that's it. Don't worry yourself.
Oh, I can show you up there again. Sure.
Oh, thank you kindly.
So he'll show you to each of your rooms. You would each get a separate room to stay in. You had gathered in somebody's room previously all together, but now you all have your own individual rooms for the evening. Unless some of you would like to bunk together. That is up to you.
No, I want my own room to crouch in silently.
I'm
No.
snuggling my dog. I hope my dog doesn't get her own room.
Juno will be with Eli.
Yay.
I will
Actually,
take
since I'm
that
gonna
room.
do research tonight, I will actually take my own.
Okay. Cool, so one by one everybody heads off to their own rooms and begins resting. Is anyone staying up to keep watch? Or are you just all gonna sleep?
Going the fuck to sleep.
That's what I
Eli is
figured.
not thinking about keeping watch in a chapter house.
Okay. You're in separate rooms. Frost, are you still handing Leroy the shield?
I'll take it.
Pass it to him and then go to bed.
There you go. Okay. So, Leroy's got the shield. If you're making a perception check while you are researching, that will be a 1 flat roll of perception, please. That is a performance check, but it's still a natural
Wow.
1, so
Oh, yeah, it's the same modifier.
cool.
Missed.
Yikes.
Let's say I was pretending to keep watch and sucked ass at that.
I like that interpretation of events, but that's not exactly what we're going to go with here. Leroy, tonight, an old feeling returns to you, one that you haven't felt in a few months now.
Uh-oh.
Static at the back of your brain. You remember this happening quite frequently while you're in passage. And it's very distracting. You can almost make out words, but not quite.
If I reach my mind back towards it, any effect?
Make a just flat charisma check with the force of your will here. Try as you might. You don't seem to make any
One of
progress.
these freaking days.
And that mental energy you expend there as you're sitting there just focusing, meditating, tuning out the outside world and focusing inwards is why you did not have such a good perception check tonight.
Right.
Why is he contacting you on the eve of like a borderline revolution
Fortunately,
or
though,
Black Ops?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Nothing disturbs you in the night, and you didn't see anyone spying on you, and you feel relatively confident that no one did.
I probably made some progress on upgrading the Rod of the Pack Keeper because I don't have a party bus to think about or hammers.
Right. Okay. So everyone else awakes.
Another night of the dream robes. What?
I love this music.
It's good.
Oh,
back in
yeah, I
music
use
again.
headphones now. I can turn the music back up. It's been muted for like months.
Oh my goodness.
I can't hear it.
I love this
Oh,
music
No,
so
it's
much.
just nothing's happening.
I do too, which is why I spam it so much.
It's okay. It's not spamming to me. Beauty to my ears.
I, for whatever reason, can't hear any music. That's it.
It happens.
Have
That,
you-
that is
Every
bad.
the page.
Have you
Ah,
turned
there
up
we
the
go.
volume
There you
down
go.
on your end in the sound tab?
I checked everything.
Yep.
It's all up. We'll try again because I was hearing music yesterday.
It might take a
Yeah.
moment, because it doesn't just stream audio from me to you, it actually downloads the audio file to your browser and then starts playing it. So
Oh,
depending
yeah,
on your
I
internet
got it
connection, it might take a second. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Alright, so at this point you guys have all awoken. The day is yours.
I stretch and head downstairs for breakfast with Juno.
I skipped ahead too many days in the calendar.
Don't worry about it. Just
Uh-oh.
leave it. So I will head downstairs as
There we
well.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does the
Growth rate
exhaustion
downstairs.
disappear on a long rest? Yeah.
You lose
One.
one.
You lose one. Okay.
So you still have one level?
Yep.
No, good thing. Shoot.
Can I get you anything for breakfast?
Yes,
Okay.
please. Could I have? Do y'all have porridge?
I can certainly whip some up, yes?
All right. Could I have a porridge and a nice hot cup of tea? And could we get for Juno here like a steak and eggs?
That'll be 2 copper pieces for the porridge and tea, and a silver piece for the steak and eggs.
All right. And I hand him the money. I will do that now. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, Juno eats well.
Do you like how I'm like, ah, yeah,
You eat the
Just,
dirt cheap
just
meal.
porridge for me.
Perfect.
All right,
It's
that has been
'cause-
subtracted from my inventory.
Juno is the goodest girl, so it makes sense.
She is the goodest girl, and it's not irrelevant.
Wait, did you just pay for food?
Yes.
Isn't it free?
Housing is free, not food.
I thought they said food was free, but drinks weren't.
That is
That's
true.
what they
No.
said.
Oh, did I mix it up? Yeah, that's probably right. I think you're right about
I
that.
thought that was the other campaign.
Me too. I think I mixed the two up. Both campaigns I'm running right now are in separate inns being paid for by upper management, so it's confusing. Ah. Yes, you're right. They will pay for food but not drinks. So yes, the meal was free. You know,
What about the tea?
I they meant alcoholic beverages, but so sure.
Yeah,
That's paid for.
I
All
mean,
right, I added the money back into my inventory.
it doesn't matter too much, but my 9 gold ass was kind of banking on free food.
Wait, you guys only have 9 gold?
You guys are getting
Oh,
paid?
wait, how much gold does Faye
I
have?
have no free gold because I've spent it on personal projects.
Ooh, someone
Like, I
owes
have,
me a
like,
lot of money.
Nothing.
Tell me I'm not the richest person in the party.
I think Kieran
About
owes
a
your money.
4,000 gold item, Mr. Eli.
Oh, what do I even owe you money for again?
Someone owes me like at least 800 gold.
Yeah,
What?
I think somebody, I think it was Kieran, borrowed a lot of money from Faye for the personal projects early on.
It was definitely Nikareth, yeah.
Oh shit! Which one was it? Was it the claws?
I
I
think
was
so.
very clear that someone was to write this down.
Oh fuck!
Wait, you gave a loan and you didn't write it down?
To be fair, I'm really bad at writing things down.
Maybe subconsciously this was the reason for the fireball all
I'm
along.
pretty sure you specifically said you fucking better write this shit down as the money was handed over. So
Honestly, I may have lost that notebook.
Hmm.
All right, well,
Convenient.
finger quotes
I will
lost.
look for it. No. Listen. I am terrible about keeping notes. Like my girlfriend got me a rocket book for Christmas because she's seen me like swap between 3 separate notebooks of like random notes for assorted games. Like it's bad. It's really bad and unorganized.
well, my
I will try to find it, but I make no promises.
No, that's fine because my cruel greedy ass is gonna say if we can't find the definite amount, we're calling it 1,000.
Oh,
God,
I mean,
I'm the one
You
who
thought it was 800.
900. I'm just...
That's pretty
God.
fair. That's pretty fair, though. I don't know.
You
I feel
forgot
like
how
it
much
was
he's
way
owed.
less
So
than
he gets
that.
more?
Yeah.
I'm
Eli
sorry, but
sees no problem.
I'm
with
never
this.
banking with you.
Yeah, no, I'm
That's
never
how
taking a loan
fucking-
from you
that's how-
again. Holy
That's
shit!
literally how banks work. They do shit like that.
Yeah, I'm not charging interest.
Yeah, I'm never banking with you. Because they put that
Alright.
out up front.
Faye, didn't you have to borrow money for the glamour weave as well, though?
Yeah, that was paid off.
Oh, okay.
I believe that was paid off, yeah.
And yeah, Eli, I bought the fucking hammer.
Yeah,
That was like 4,000 gold.
something in that
by the
range.
way.
Yeah,
So I had money.
and party
I
funds.
had money.
Yeah,
To be
that
fair, a lot of it was party funds.
Yeah, a big chunk of that was party funds. I don't think Leroy really has ever had money.
Dross is sponsored by the strangers. He's got it just like written everywhere, all over his armor.
Eli's just over here with his fucking bag of 675 gold, just vibing.
You had 675 gold, and you threw all of my gold at random people in town.
Hey, I'm not one to spend my own money. You seeing me eating porridge and then tea? I need to save up.
How do you think
How
Eli
else am I
got?
gonna travel around?
Yeah, how else do you think Eli got that much money?
I have $22.
I have 5 silver pieces.
That's like 22 actual dollars.
Also, Eli hasn't told any of you guys how much money he has yet.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I like to think this was all in character, and Tap is just like looking more and more concerned over at your table while you're having this conversation.
But like at the same time, I'm decked out in magic bullshit. So
Yeah, you look a lot wealthier than you are in coinage, but your net worth is high.
Yeah,
also
that's what I tell myself in real life.
How could
Joking
this
aside,
happen to me?
Kieran, it's 800. Don't worry. Yeah, we'll call it 800.
all right, well I'll look for it. I still feel like it was even less than that, but
I don't think
Hey,
so.
you know what the beauty of this whole campaign being recorded is?
someone can go back and find it.
I can
Reg
find
the
it.
VOD.
Just you'll have to look through
duty is it?
69 episodes. It's fine.
Who does the burden of finding it rest upon? Is it the loner or the loadie?
Kieran. It's
Probably
Kieran's
did.
duty because
it would
otherwise,
be my duty. Yes.
otherwise Charlie can name his price.
Yeah. Honestly, that's
Thank
a lot
you.
of effort. I
Pretty
can
fair.
agree with that.
That's pretty fair.
You can
All
probably
right.
ballpark it too. Just
I'm
Especially
forgetful, but
since
I'm
Charlie
not
went, you
unreasonable.
better fucking write this down.
That's the one thing I'm going
Oh,
back
yeah.
to. Yes.
Just if Jordan can look through the list of uploads and see the one that's demonetized,
Why?
the one that's
The one?
demonetized.
It's,
The one.
It's all of them.
I know.
It's all of them.
A1.
I had
Alright,
a
Josh will come
funny
down for.
funny situation with one of the recent one-shots where it just never got listed in the first place. So, like, we are beyond demonetized.
You're shadow banned.
Josh will come down for breakfast as well.
I
Yeah,
assume
face it.
everyone would at some point or another. Does anyone not? Okay, everyone is down for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Josh
Very
will
good.
sit at the counter at a table, rubbing his eyes, and just say, "Food. Oh, please.
Yes? What kind?
My meat.
Steak and eggs.
Yes.
Another order of...
Protein.
Yes,
Carbs.
coming up. And Tap returns
Low
to the
sugar.
kitchen for a bit.
You see Juno also eating steak and eggs.
I'd pat Juno on that. Good boy.
Whoever can telepathically talk to Juno just hears, "I'm still a girl."
It is Nala who is still not with you guys, and he needs to be casting a spell to do it.
Wait a second.
Okay.
But Leroy's there thinking, is she a girl?
Oh yeah, she's a girl.
It's
Not
a
listening.
she.
Not listening. He's concentrating on the wood, like the grain of the table.
Actively not listening.
No, he's just really low passive perception without the shield. Without the shield, it's like a 9.
Even if he
Oh,
was a
cross.
bitch and said like, "I don't care, I'm calling your dog a boy," I've grown up with animals my whole life, and they've always gotten misgendered. Always.
Yeah. Oh no, it's constant.
And it's pretty funny because like you'll have like you think maybe everyone's defaulting to boys, so when you have a girl, you're like, "Oh, okay, they're gonna call it a boy." But no, people default to the opposite always.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have a boy, and they'll be like, "Is it a girl?" And she's like, "No." And you try to do
They
little
never
things
win.
to make it look like it's like a certain
So-
gender, like dick out the whole dog in pink, and they still go, "Oh, you're a good boy."
So D&D.
So that's what I was about to say, yes. So D&D.
Sorry.
I think someone just called Drost. I don't know who it was though. Nobody? Alright, don't worry about it.
Oh no, sorry. That was
No.
me. Drost, you left this with me last night. Here you go.
Oh, do you want to keep it? I don't use it ever.
Well, I don't really know how, except for, helping me to keep watch at night. But if you don't want to carry it around, I suppose I could sort of strap it on my back.
Maybe it will keep you safe from something.
Perhaps, okay. I do that.
Okay. You have the Sentinel shield strapped to your back.
I'd actually add something to my character sheet.
Yeah, go ahead and add that in. I'm gonna delete it for mine.
Yeah.
No shield, no shield. How do you delete things?
You have-
have the unlock thing?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Nope, that covered
How
it.
do you add things?
When it's unlocked, you can
Oh,
add
add.
things. I might
This
have...
is magic.
Hold on. Sentinel shields, what you're looking for, yeah?
Yeah.
I can probably just drag it from one sheet to the other since I have control of both.
I just deleted it.
Oh.
Never mind. Here, Leroy, have new Sentinel shield. Pog.
Oh, it's so shiny and new. It only has a little bit of dross smell.
Eli
thank you.
looks up to Drost with clear bags in his eyes because he's still pretty exhausted, and goes, "So, What's on the docket for today? Please say there's a nap involved.
Well, I think first the conversation. We have to decide what we want to do, and then we need information, and then making decisions.
That
And then
is
after that comes
very
the acts of
vague.
terrorism.
The acts of
Freedom
what now?
fighting. Freedom
You-
fighting.
I think we need to
Yeah.
all get somewhere and really talk about what the plan is here, because we finally have a goal, but boy, this is gonna take some work to get going, and we gotta, I think it should go without saying that we have to be a lot more careful and thoughtful about this than we were in our last big job.
Behind
Oh.
Ray Joss will just make finger quotes.
But, well, I hate to be ruthless. I don't know if I care if the Silver Flame, as many of the Silver Flame die.
Oh, don't worry, we
You-
are on the same page there. That is not what my concern is.
I would
Well,
be
well-
concerned about the town's guard, but they seem to have the same
Oh.
political opinions.
Oh no, I am thinking about this in a very terrible way.
If you think about it, maybe not all of the people that are following the same thing are bad, you know?
You're
You can't
right.
you can't really judge. I mean, I know probably a lot of them are, especially the ones that, go around looking for, people. But
Are people less bad when they allow genocide to occur even if they don't perpetrate it? I would say no.
well, what if they don't know what's going on? I mean, maybe they
What
do.
really is genocide?
I don't think
Those-
it's excusable.
Those in the flame, it's pretty on the nose. I would agree that the town guard is a little more of a gray place. I think I'm certainly, I'm not here to be proactively killing most people, but I've been around this. I've seen the flame at many stages. They really wear it on their sleeve. No one could end up there without a real good idea of exactly what they're signing up for in terms of the ideology.
All right. Well, maybe we should focus less on killing, and more on letting the townsfolk make those decisions and whatnot. What if we just
I th-
captured people instead and incapacitated them? He
No,
whispers so that way the barkeep
You're
doesn't
right.
hear that part.
I would probably not.
I will
Can you at least try?
try.
I would think about it.
Before we
Try.
go further, where can we speak most openly? Because I don't know if it's here.
That is a good question.
We could just go
Um,
back up to someone's room, for being honest.
Yes.
We've had our meetings.
Oh.
Faye's just gonna
So-
go to the stairs, moving
Okay.
shit along.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go talk about it.
Hey,
in
Faye
secret.
is taking charge.
Joss will sigh, drop his fork, and use his hand to push the last half of his plate into his mouth.
The plate or what's on the plate? Hold on here.
I will go up to the bar and order an ale.
It gets a
Breakfast
little Jesus. It gets a
Grab
little
another one
sketchy
from
for
your
a
boss.
moment, but it ends up being not the plate.
Well,
I have 5 silver.
I should just remember that in this group, I should just always have the table of drink prices available.
True.
My little
That's
alcoholic
in the
monk.
Yeah, my
expenses.
magic item, stone
It's
tablet, the universal menu.
yes. Okay, 2 mugs of ale,
Sure.
8 copper pieces.
Okay.
This is a
I
very
hand
important
him-
and very significant cost for Nakarth and his net worth.
Yeah, it is. I'm poor as shit, but I'm still gonna tip. I hand him a silver.
Wow.
What a good man.
Dang.
I
That's
Here,
like
he
what,
gets-
20% of your net worth?
Yeah. Well,
I toss you
it's
a
only
silver.
like 2 extra copper, ain't it?
Oh, you tossed him a
It's
whole
10?
silver. Okay. I
Yeah.
thought you meant a
Oh.
silver and 8 copper, and I was like, oh.
Oh, no.
Whole silver.
Oh.
Gotcha.
A silver total. It's like, well, fuck.
Toss a coin to your barkeep.
The card
Hey.
they tosses you 1 silver, so
Oh, thank
that's
God.
out. Even.
I gotta say,
You
tip
now-
him while you're down on your luck. I respect the shit out of that.
You now add 2 silver to your debt to Faye. Is that how this works?
Yes.
No. One of those is for me. I was just No. Fuck you.
In
God.
character, Faye is very cool about the debt. Charlie is about being an asshole. Okay, so we hit a room.
All right. Whose room is the war room?
Faye's room.
Faye's room is the war room.
War face. Wait, what?
At this point, my list is still not completely opened his eyes and is mostly relying on Neko to walk him around.
All right.
Why?
Because I'm asleep. Well, not asleep, but very sleepy. It's the morning.
Oh.
Does anyone have any sort of magics that can guarantee a sort of
Quiet.
stealth? Yeah, a quiet. Keep our voices down. I mean, we're up here. So
Privacy.
I'm not-
You mean
I can play some
privacy.
music if you want.
Thank you, Trust. His eloquence. Yeah, do some instrumentals, Eli. That'll shred a little bit. You got some distortion.
So Eli grabs a chair, sits himself against the door, and starts playing his dulcimer.
Okay.
And he's gonna play it with like very strong strums, so it's louder than normal. And he's like, just speak softer than this instrument, and you should be fine.
Okay, I will keep
Yep.
that in mind. Thank you.
Yeah, assume we are all doing that. Or Faye is doing that at least.
Mm-hmm.
So, what we all remember last night. What we need to do is partially, at least do our part in setting a spark. We
Oh,
can
wait.
do-
What languages do y'all know?
I know Common, Celestial, Elvish, and Draconic.
All right.
Giant and infernal.
All right.
Need to find my language list. Oh, there we go. I only speak common.
All right. That
Celestial
Leroy's
Fury.
thing kind of ruins what I was gonna do. If we all spoke someone else's language, we could play a little game of telephone and just speak in languages other than common during this conversation. But I guess this will have to do.
Into his mind, I say, well, we hardly have to speak at all.
I didn't even think of that one.
That was an option this whole time, wasn't it?
Mhm.
That was an option this whole time.
Man, last time we talked about stuff in the open, we got locked in a basement. Have we learned nothing?
I feel like that
Let's-
wasn't because we were talking in the open.
Well,
Well,
Alright,
to
we
be fair,
should,
now that we're up here,
Hey,
at least we're not all sitting down at a table and for 15 minutes at a time just staring intently but silently at each other.
Mm-hmm.
perhaps let's play a game of cards or something. Does somebody have cards?
No.
I will still play my dulcimer even if we're
Eli
conversing
has
in.
cards that Milos tooled.
Oh yeah, he'll hand the cards over and still play this music.
A group of people with one person playing music and everyone else just sitting in a circle silently staring at each other definitely doesn't seem like a demonic ritual or anything.
No, there is
They
music
can't see us.
involved.
Hey, look at doors closed. Oh, let's draw the curtains if there's curtains.
Before the curtains are closed, can I look out the window to see if there are any suspicious ravens?
Suspicious ravens. Roll me a perception check.
Specifically.
Okay, where's my perception?
Joss will just sit on the floor cross-legged and start
25.
sketching in a notebook.
You look out the window and just... You don't see any ravens. A few seagulls.
Okay.
They don't look terribly suspicious. I mean, but seagulls kind of always look a little suspicious, you know? They're always looking at you to see if you have food, you know? They're kind of
They
eyeing
always
you.
want your French fries.
Garbage animals.
All right, let's continue the talk in our heads.
Indeed, yes.
Faye, would you like to start us off with a little recap?
Yeah, let's get us going now that we've really set the stage here.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think that our big action is the less difficult part of this. We can make a plan to blow the cap off that tower and make a grand escape, which frankly I'm looking forward to more than anything else in this life I've led so far. However, it is a very unfortunately valid point from Damien that we need to light the torch of a revolution and not just cause one act of terrorism, as much as they would deserve it.
Faye, I hope you don't mind if I chime in here.
Go right ahead.
So, in order to cause inspiration, you got to have inspirational acts throughout the town to rally the people, right? Not that I've ever done this before. But we're probably gonna have to do a little, not reconnaissance, but a little bit of little things here and there. Oh, I don't know, like disguising ourselves and picking fights with the guards, trying to flaunt your stuff as, you know, something that the people want to protect. Maybe holding up a flag of the old country and parading about. People are normally afraid to come out and say that they're with the revolution until they see some brave souls actually doing something about it.
So what we should do is have the people actually who believe in this do that, and we disguise ourselves in the crowd and take out anyone who gets close.
Even better, we simply do it ourselves.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that part, the we disguise ourselves and do it. If other people want to join in once we start sowing the revolution seeds and whatnot, then albeit, that's fine. I think it should be, if we're going to do this, we should be in groups with me in one group and Faye in the other, because we're good at talking to people.
Agreed, and I think I think Eli, you've got a very good point here, especially when it comes to we can't go from nothing straight to exploding the Tower of Judgment. That's going to be too much too fast. Though I do think that will be our job. We just have to get a little bit of momentum so that when we shoot off that gun, everyone goes off to the races, and it doesn't fall on deaf ears. But no, I like your idea here, and I think in the short term,
actually, I kind of have another idea. When we get the date for when we're going to take down the Tower of Judgment, why don't we have a planned protest at the Three Corners Bazaar and maybe a second location north? That way it'll distract the guards towards that area while we make our great exclamation at the Tower of Judgment.
Eli, that's a good idea. Well done.
Well, thank you kindly. He looks pretty proud of himself. His cheeks are getting all pink. He's like,
Trust will just put his hand up.
Izzy silently plays guitar, but just looks really pleased with himself for a moment. That chord was really good, huh?
That chord was really good.
Yes, we're glad.
I would like to be disincluded from any plans that include socialization.
Yeah, it would be hard to disguise a giant anyways. No offense.
I am not a giant.
Well, you're giant to me.
I am not a giant. Well, you're fucking huge.
I'm literally like 2 feet tall. You can't tell me that
Yeah.
you're not a giant.
Eli,
We're-
everyone is bigger than you.
And
Oh, hey, listen, I'm one of the tallest people in my graduating class back home.
it's worth a reminder that Drost grew like what a whole foot like just the
I
other
am
day.
10 feet tall.
Yeah. So not only is he huge, he's even bigger than you're used to right now.
He's big McLarge huge.
He is.
In the flesh.
Yeah. He's also incredibly resentful against the giant race.
Yeah.
Well, Eli didn't know that.
And Kazu's
That's
just
okay.
like, ooh.
He didn't get snippy about it. Just a little bit, you know? Just like, thanks.
Don't call me that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Alright.
in terms of these first steps that we can take to get, because I think the idea of there being plenty of resentment already is something we can thankfully count on. It's really just, how
need
do we
to
get
pick
that
the
ball
right
rolling?
people out of that. I mean, perhaps we can talk to Damien to see if we can find some people that are on our side to start.
The other day, you mentioned that there were people protesting.
Yes, there
But
was.
They were not House Lerandar. So who were they? Citizens?
Well, that's a very good question. I did not ask. Oh, there was some dwarf guy. I need to bring up my notes because I actually took some notes on this. Hold on. There's some dwarf guy leading the pack. Maybe
So
we could
they have
find him.
organization. So we
They
could
do
use
have an
them.
organization.
So we could use them to spread our message for us early.
I mean, I'd like to help out.
Well, yes, but having the common people behind it would be more reliable.
A collaborative effort.
Yeah, there is a dwarf guy. Do I remember what the dwarf person looked like?
Make me an intelligence check.
Ah, damn it.
So no.
Pretty good.
22!
I don't know about you.
The magic number.
Which is funny because that's not even that's not even
I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's how
I just happened to roll a 22.
All right, guys, welcome to your new group name, the Mighty 22.
Dear God.
Anyways,
I assume I remember what he looks like.
yeah, with the 22, you'd have picked out a few good details. He had pretty red hair. It was pretty matted and messy. It doesn't seem very, upper class. Either that or he's been out, messing around in a riot for quite some time, and that has matted it. But it was long, kind of, he had a long red beard as well. Appeared to be wearing just, traveler's clothes. And really, I mean, the beard took up most of his face. You couldn't see his eyes from your position, or couldn't get a good enough look at them to determine color and just all the torchlight. But, yeah, very, very red-headed dwarf.
Alright, maybe that will be Juno and I's job for today. Well, maybe Juno should rest. She's a little exhausted too. But that could be my job for today. It's finding this very, very small red guy.
That sounds good. Yeah, I think we've been overthinking this a great deal. If there's already a movement in the city, then we just have to make sure it's coordinated with us for when we launch our attack.
Oh, yeah, that's why I was trying to suggest we find the people and then we be the guards. Covert.
And you were right, good friend.
Co-opt their movement, basically.
Exactly.
Oh, God, I don't like saying that.
Don't
Alright,
you like?
Would anyone like to come with me for a little walk around town?
I
Not
would like
elsewhere.
to reconnoiter the space around the tower, maybe.
Feels too much like I'm thinking like a Kiori and not Path of Light.
Frost, why don't you see if there are any physical flaws with the building that we could potentially exploit?
Of course. And then, I like the idea of taking the wagon and making it airborne, as opposed to waterborne. It's more mobile. Straight line of travel, not that.
Of course.
My third point, we might want to consider seeing if we can find someone in the city who would be willing to buy the Titans from us.
Agreed.
I prefer
Yes, sir.
the versatility of the battle bots.
The Titans served their purpose well.
And my fourth point for myself, I suppose, is that we need some mojo. Some big mojo, something big to put at the top of the tower. To add a new entrance.
A very large bomb.
Big mojo.
Oh boy.
Cool.
Yes,
Do we
the
want
bomb.
to? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying that yes, the other big portion is how are we going to blow the top off? So sure we'll have
The
to
most
I
destructive
will
force in the universe.
turn to the artificers.
Mm-hmm.
Magic and engineering.
No, I believe the artificers combined with you know, don't worry,
Drost.
we can turn to
My
Damien for
questionable talents, yes.
yeah, remember we've got
What-
resources in here. We don't need to rely on ourselves completely.
What is the biggest destruction we've seen?
There's an easy answer for that one.
Yeah, I
well,
think it
elemental
dominated
based
both of the
destruction is pretty potent, but I think we're trying to avoid such means. They're too unpredictable.
I'm just saying, if you want something that works effectively,
Yes, but we also need
and
control.
we happen to be working with the people who control such things. It might not be difficult to harness the power of one or more elementals and turn it into a volatile device.
Only if we can
we
guarantee
can
that.
see if there's. Oh, Yep.
Well, only if we can guarantee that the elemental is disposed of properly after it goes off as well.
Yes, maybe just the energy, not the being itself. See if a battery of sorts that could store destructive potential.
Perhaps what we
an
do is
alternate thing would be to find an alchemist of sorts. Don't they specialize in like kabooms and stuff like that?
True.
They can, but they might not. And if they're a commoner or a civilian, they might find the idea distasteful. You would want military.
Leroy, I would mention this to Kark as well, as he has extensive military history, but you would know, and I feel like I'm forgetting someone else. I can't remember if Milos was heavily military involved or not either.
No, but I briefly studied alchemy, but was never good at it.
So Leroy, you would know that most of the ordnance you saw used in the war was magical in nature rather than alchemical.
It is worth noting that most of the ordnance I saw in the war was magical rather than alchemical. So
Wow,
we
it
might
feels
want
like
to
I
go
heard
with
that twice.
It's like that.
Deja vu.
So we may need to harness the power of some elemental or other. That having been said, there are consequences to such an activity.
Yes, big boom. That's the goal.
Well,
Casualties.
In the tower? The tower of the Silver Flame.
in around.
You think in debris? What?
I'm thinking of a runaway elemental.
I'm thinking of a phoenix or two.
Well, we said
I
only
was
the
thinking of
potential.
that.
We said only the potential, not the thing itself.
Right, but we don't know if we're going to be able to achieve that.
Of course we
need
are.
to start asking questions. In the time frame we want, like we don't have forever. Like we.
Eli, we may
All
need to
right,
have
all
a hard conversation sometime soon.
About?
What we are about to do. I have a sense
We're
that you
gonna
may have
storm
some...
the Capitol. It's a revolution, isn't it?
Jesus Christ!
All right. Well, at least you understand that. But there's oh Lord, there's so much preparation and intent that goes behind this. It doesn't just happen.
Yeah,
You're gonna get pepper sprayed, Eli.
Oh my god.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe we can recruit more people by putting in the idea that, that organization exists, like graffitiing or public displays of disinterest or interest. You know what I mean.
Public displays of just really not giving a shit.
Public displays of apathy.
My
Just
my
like-
personal specialty.
Walk up to some litter in the street and just look at it.
Holy shit.
But we should probably start by scouting around the Tower of Judgment, figuring out the strengths, any possible weak points, any possible entry points, and then 2, we should go find the dwarf guy that was leading the revolution.
I'm sure Damien would know.
Yes. I think we should see Damien and ASAP because, I think our 2 points to hit right now are develop the explosive and reach the dwarf. Yeah, reach the current.
Well, was Damien taking care of that, or what did we ask Damien to do? I don't quite remember.
Write a letter.
Nakarth would probably remember. So I would. Okay, that's fine too.
Go ahead.
Yes, he was going to write a letter. He was also going to contact Matsuya to see information on airships, spare elementals, things of that nature.
Okay, so it's up to us to whip up the rabble. All right, good to know. Just checking.
Whip up the rabble. Listen to this guy.
I mean, that's what we're doing. In the worst possible terms, it's what we're doing.
Would you consider this inciting sedition?
Yes.
Alright, just checking.
I mean, it's just, but yes.
I mean, as long as it's not.
We're gonna get put on a list during this conversation because we're gonna be listened to by the government. They're gonna be like, "Oh my God, they're planning to storm the Capitol again."
I'm pretty...
Yeah, we're dropping some keywords here.
Oh yeah. I'm
What
totally
was
like,
it?
oh,
Fertilizer?
at least
Sedition.
Someone
Sure.
needed fertilizer.
Bomb. Best
The
word.
remix
So
ignition.
D&D guys.
Yeah.
Just like
yeah,
watching
yeah,
his
yeah,
government job
yeah,
disappear.
Yes.
Anyway.
Throwing more keywords in there.
Back to
sorry.
D&D.
What's that
All right,
about
so-
FBI, CIA?
Hi guys, welcome to Demonetized episode number 69.
Dungeons and Dragons and demonetization, yes.
Oh Lord.
Alright,
So yeah,
I will look at the tower.
I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably split off into 2 different groups. One group goes to find Damien. The
Split
other group
apart.
goes to reconnaissance Tower of Judgment.
Okay.
I will stealth around in reconnaissance. Ooh.
Oh yeah, Nakarth and Stealthy name a more efficient duo.
Are
I
you guys?
mean-
I think he is the best
Oh.
one on the party, to be fair, but he has had a history.
Nakarth,
What?
you're stealthy, right?
Yes, technically.
I have the perfect job for you.
I'm listening.
I want you to graffiti this town.
You
Oh,
want him
shit.
to punch a chef in the throat?
And I can climb into terrible places. This is wonderful.
It was the back of the head.
I want you to put lines like "down with Thrain," "on there will rise again," and so on and so forth. I can write you a list if you need it.
Fuck yeah,
I
please
want
write
the
me a list.
reviewing.
All right,
Holy
I-
shit.
These verbal picks.
I
Just-
write him a list
Just write
of like some
Thrain bad.
revolutionary statements. Down with Thrain, down with the silver flame. On there will rise again. Thalios for on there. Those are the 4 that I want you
Here's
to
the
spread
thing.
around.
You gotta give it. You gotta locations. Help me find
Walls, flat surfaces.
All right, no,
That's
no,
where
more-
graffiti goes.
more Thrain official houses and shit.
Oh yeah.
Like, target it. I'm assuming one of you guys that are more adept at gathering information probably gonna want to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Maybe
I
not
want to
down
go
with
find.
Thrain, but stuff about Thalios wanting on there back and whatnot,
Yeah.
and those lines.
I mean, also anti-silver flame.
Oh, did we need to contact someone in the other country to see if they would support the insurrection, or be prepared to welcome the city back?
I mean, we have
Maybe not, because war tension.
Learandar's
I doubt this one act of
port.
City.
revolution is going to immediately cause on there to get it back. They're in for a bit of a ride before they get their freedom. But we're gonna start it for them.
Getting the ball rolling.
We're gonna get that ball rolling, and with a mighty fine signal that on there and Thrain can't ignore.
Like a
Like a whole
Revolution
tower
signal.
explosion.
Leroy.
Yeah.
Leroy.
Alright.
yes.
You notice
Sorry.
a purple orb hovering over Eli's head.
Oh. Eli, I say out loud, it seems that your playing has attracted company.
Oh, has it? I look
Yes.
around.
Right above you, presumably invisible.
Only Leroy sees it at the moment, yes.
Alright, well,
yes.
if whoever's watching wants to join our game of cards, like, feel free.
Yes. Who's there, please?
It winks out.
They can't answer you.
Most impolite. Well, I
Thank
shall.
fucking God we're talking in our heads, huh? He says in his head.
Yeah. Well, if you are going to show us some common courtesy, I will have to show you the door and dispel magic.
I think he said it blinked out.
Yeah, it disappeared when you said, "Who are you?"
Oh, it dis.
Oh,
Okay, sorry.
I missed
thought
that.
you said nothing happens.
Oh, no, sorry, I said it blinked out. Yeah, it went. Oh,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I'll let you
I
spend
need-
I'll let you spend a spell slot if you want, though. Like, you can totally do
No, that's half my spell slots.
that.
That
I'm
gives me the
keeping that.
feeling that we're gonna be even a little shorter on time.
Yes, I'm not too sure
I
about
mean,
that.
perhaps not. We'll see.
Leroy, is this the same thing that you were seeing when we were traveling?
DM, is this the same thing I was seeing when we were traveling?
Yep.
Yup.
Yeah,
Oh,
all right.
shit.
So we're going to speed up this right now, and we're gonna go break whatever. Yeah, let's fucking.
think we should warn Damien that Catalina's incoming.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Catalina. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, it makes sense though.
It does make more
We
sense.
can at least tell him the history of these things that have been watching at us and how all of the times it has been Catalina.
She is a bitch.
Has it
She
been the same
is
purple
a
every time? I
bitch.
can't remember.
As a DM note, I have not been color coordinating it, so
I
I'm
was
not
going
sure.
to say, this is the first time it's been described as purple, which is, I kind of
Okay.
thought it was a different thing.
to just so that my inability to remember that far back doesn't cause you guys to go down a rabbit hole that didn't exist in the first place. I would just say that.
All right.
Gotcha.
All right. So
Now that you know, we take undue note of things.
out of character, what's everybody's character doing? Where are we going? Eli's gonna go find Damien.
I'm gonna
Hopefully
check
with the
out
help
the
of
tower.
Carrick.
I am. I will be a floater. I can go with Drost or Eli.
He's a floater.
I will acquire
Yeah, her.
and sneak around town. Is there like markers or the equivalent?
Markers?
Or I don't know. So I don't know what the fuck to graffiti with. I'm an idiot.
You can
There's
get
chalk.
paints.
Have you
Paints,
never
chalk.
committed vandalism?
No.
Chalk's pretty
Oh,
easy
I'm
to
good
wash
at
off.
vandalism.
God damn. Eric, what have you been doing?
I plead.
The fifth.
You just plead.
Sure.
He
Yeah.
just pleads.
And I throw myself at the mercy of the court.
I have no mouth, and I must plead.
All right. Yeah. I go
Yeah, if you
find
guys are going to
shit.
be good kids,
to
finding
vandalize.
Damien,
Yeah, Faye is going to find Damien as well.
I'll join
I'll go with Drost.
for Damien. However, before Nikarth leaves, Milos would take off his cloak and toss it over, and say, "This might help you out a little bit. When I wear it, I feel more sneaky."
Cloak of Elvenkind?
Yee.
Hell yeah.
We may also.
I give him a high five.
The artificers and I should probably start thinking about turning the vehicle into an airborne mission. I think we will need more time for that.
Well,
Oh yes, I agree.
we are getting an airship. We can continue just making the boat.
Are we getting an airship?
We
Hey,
might
but,
be getting
I'd
I'd
there.
rather we
own.
use. I'd rather we use our own.
Okay.
It's
That's
better.
I
fair.
will help you with that, Drost, if you'd like to work on it.
Oh lord.
That sounds nice.
Okay, and Kark will help you guys out as well. That is the
Yeah.
trio of Magic Fool Bus crafters, so perfect.
Well, we do have
Gesture
Leroy,
Oh,
true,
yeah, I
Leroy's
was-
helping as well. Okay.
the less useful.
Leroy, the less useful. I was thinking that you were going to go observe the tower today.
Yes, we are tower observing first.
Okay, that won't take a full day, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and handle
Observe the
that
tower.
first, just get it out of the way. So, Drost, Leroy, Kark, and Milos. Anyone else? Okay, you four head off towards the tower.
Hey,
A road that is now... Sorry, what?
Maybe I should have kept that cloak. Oh, well. Too late.
You four travel the road that is now becoming familiar to you, as it is one of the only roads you have traveled here in Thalios repeatedly. Are able to easily navigate your way to this tower. Not only have you been there, but it's also, looming over everything else around it. So, are you guys just walking up and looking at it, or are you gonna try and blend in? What's the plan here? Describe what you're doing.
let's discuss it on the way. So do you think we should look as though we're tourists, or try to blend in, find a shop?
We are visitors to the city. It's not as strange to be interested.
It's true, and we are quite visually distinct.
I am not good at lying.
I know that.
So if people question us, I may not lie.
Right. Don't try to. It will alienate them and it won't work.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So, perhaps if somebody asks the questions, you let one of us do the talking. And I think we should probably act as though we're tourists if this is seemed to be a tourist destination. Otherwise, just pass by and find a nearby coffee shop. Does this world have those?
Sure.
Yeah!
Find one of those.
It does now.
Yay!
I could use a cold brew.
Do you mean of ale?
No, of
Oh,
coffee.
coffee.
Of coffee.
My god, I fucking hate you.
What?
Why am I marrying you? Oh my gosh.
Do you only drink cold coffee in the summer? Because where I am from, we drink it in winter as well.
Yes, a man after my own heart.
Feel that strongly.
Imagine drinking cold
Hot
coffee.
drinks or die. Thank you.
Cold
Depends.
drinks
Get the
all
fuck
the
out.
way.
Depends on the
Cold
roast.
brew.
Alright.
We'll have this
Alright.
argument later.
Cancel the derail. Back to D&D.
Yes.
Alright.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I can't keep on track tonight at
This group, depending on the success or failure of this whole operation, you're either going to become the winds of change or just the ADHD. Like this is.
all. Hi, sorry.
We'll become the ADH, huh?
Oh boy. Okay, so
Technically,
D&D.
Yeah.
I am part of the problem.
Anyway,
Roll me a performance or deception check to blend in.
Right.
Group
no.
check from the four of you.
Performance
oh
or
no,
deception?
Oh no.
no.
Oh wait, it could have been deception. Whoops, whatever.
Performance.
Performance.
20's not too bad.
It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's the same roll actually.
7's a little worse.
I have a -1 on
Even
both.
higher.
I need to roll for Kark, don't I? Where's the sheet?
Mine is in the
perf-
middle. Why
dis-
didn't we send any of our
performance.
charismatic characters?
Hello, I have 18 charisma.
I had to talk him into 18 charisma. To be fair,
That's the check.
That's true. I should still have 16. Hopefully by
You
the
said
time I
what we
get my
did
next
is we
ASI, it'll still be 18.
as
we
you
sent
guys,
the charismatic guy with a bunch of contractors.
yes, as you guys are walking around this area, some of the guards on the wall are kind of eyeing you.
Do I notice that?
Yes,
Do any of this?
I mentioned it, so you notice it.
That's fair.
I'll just give him a wave if I see him looking. Oh, hello. Just keep going.
You get the one that you waved at just like squints at you and then waves back. And then as he turns away, he's still kind of like looking over his shoulder and continues to walk.
Like, I don't know what to think of this shit. Kitty, you're about to fall.
He kind of gets the attention
Cat has
of
its own life.
he gets the attention of the guard behind him as he continues walking around the edge of the wall and points down at you so that the next guard in line is looking at you as well.
That
I'll
was
wave
very nice of him.
Just wave at him. too.
Hello, sirs.
Hello.
Are we causing some kind of a problem being here?
He just silently continues to look at you.
Excuse me. Hello, I noticed you're watching us, and
Somebody
we
passing
don't mean any
by,
trouble.
there is a halfling that passes by and says, they won't, they don't respond to people outside the wall.
Is there an entrance or something?
You do know where you are, yeah?
Yes.
Sorry, are
to
you-
some degree.
You tourists in here? You traveling through? You haven't heard of the
Yeah,
Tower of
we-
Judgment.
Yes,
No.
we are traveling to.
You don't enter the Tower of Judgment.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Are we
I'm
allowed to
sure.
look at it?
yeah.
I mean, I suppose they probably wouldn't take too much of a problem with that, but,
Well, they kind of are.
well, I don't know their
sirs,
business.
We are just here to look.
I'm just letting you know they are ordered not to talk to anybody. They never do. It's kind of a spectacle around here. You can try and say whatever you want to them. They're not allowed to talk back.
I
Oh.
cast synaptic static on the guard.
Most curious. Thank you.
See if you talk now, kid. Sorry, if we're not meant to be here, we'll just find
Yes.
somewhere to take a break and leave.
Just passing on some advice. Have a good day. And he turns away.
Thank you.
Blends back into the crowd.
Appreciated.
He wasn't like a Irish-looking dwarf, was he?
He was a halfling.
Right. Yeah, you said that, but I just registered short.
My God.
There's
Racist.
like a more than
Sorry,
a
is that-
foot. There's
Not
like
was
all
a-
a
wait,
short
was-
people.
was-
that's like a
was that
30%
Eli?
height difference. It's fine.
Fine.
Was that Eli? I can't tell from 7 feet away.
It was a
no,
halfling with a southern accent.
You've got
So
the eyes of Minute seeing. What? Huh?
that just makes him really nearsighted.
Alright, so that makes it worse.
Yeah, it gives him advantage on stuff that's like a foot away from his face.
That's true.
Right. So it seems like perhaps we shouldn't spend a lot of time around here.
Perhaps not.
As that guard passes, he waves to the one behind him again and points you guys out, and then continues to walk.
I'm gonna wave goodbye and lead the guys away.
Very interesting.
So I think perhaps we will
Um,
find some other way of reconnoitering this place.
Yes, fair enough. Drost, just with a glance at it though, the wall itself, like, or the tower itself is appears pretty much perfect all the way up. The only weak point you could really see is that at the very top, where the gazebo-like structure is, the pillars that hold that up are much thinner than everything else around it.
Okay, that's the only structural thing.
Only thing you can see from this angle, yeah.
Okay, from this angle.
Mhm.
Let's. All right. So here's the plan: we get arrested, we
Mm.
leave,
Yep.
and we see what happens from there.
Perfect so far.
Yeah. What I like about it is the detail.
I think my favorite part was where we got arrested.
That was another good part.
I hate you guys.
Who's ready to roll 4 new characters?
I haven't invested anything in Leroy.
Here's Lee Rob,
Just literally
Nikora,
slap the character sheet down.
Frost, and
I think it's
Oh, no.
Laroy.
Lee,
L4.
Lee Rob and Brost are back.
Lee Rob and Frost.
Yeah, bro.
It's
Yeah,
it's
bro.
LE or L3R08. It's Lee Rob.
Perfect.
Oh man.
Okay, so
Terrible.
nothing terribly noticeable about the tower.
Ross P.
Okay, so as you guys return to the Orient Chapter House, we'll say, to the other group now. You guys are looking for Damien. Where
Bye,
are you
West.
looking?
Oh boy.
That is a good question.
That is a good question.
I guess we would have talked to Carrick before Carrick left to be like,
Yeah,
hey,
Carrick.
Carrick, do you know where we can find your friend Damien? I know Carrick's not here right now, but
He definitely had some ideas on this. Yeah, no, you're right.
yeah.
Carrick is with the other group.
I mean, like, before he left, we would have asked him, like,
Oh, where to look for Damien?
yeah.
Carrick would not know anything that you guys do not know.
Oh.
That is.
I mean, he met him once and had that conversation, relayed that information to you guys, and then you were all present for the same conversation that he was in the tower.
True, true. Alright, I guess we just start looking, like going into some bars, maybe look at some sketchy places, see if we can find him.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a weird one. Oh, sorry.
Does anyone have a message?
You mean sending?
Oh, right, that. Yeah. Oh, wait, only Leroy does.
Leroy has
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
In the other group.
Leroy
Wonderful.
just suddenly feels the need to send a trivial message.
Hmm.
That's thinking.
This is what Rary's telepathic bond is made for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I
Yeah,
guess we'll
like
look to
Golden.
be-
Oh, you don't like the Golden Dragon Inn? Shit.
I don't- I'll make a sacrifice, but maybe I'll like hide behind you when we walk into the Golden Dragon Inn, if you don't mind.
Oh, that's fine. That is just fine.
Cutie, you got the fucking curtain in the water, you dumb shit!
Poor kitty.
Everything you say to that cat is in character. But did you know?
Yeah, I think we hit the Golden Dragon.
Alright, yeah, that could be the first stop, I guess.
There are 4 in this city.
Alright,
Jeez.
we'll go in a circle around to all the Dragon Inn.
Okay, there is one right near you at the docks. The very small
wow.
ones.
2 are on the same street.
Alright, so we'll stop there.
Okay. You look inside, and it's pretty busy for this time of day. People are getting their breakfasts before heading out. Looks like there's some late stragglers, not yet running a bit behind on their schedule, wolfing down their food pretty quickly. You look around the room, you don't see Damien.
I feel like this is gonna be a fruitless effort.
Well, do you wanna head to the place, the tower? You wanna just go outside the city?
Do we wanna in broad
mean-
daylight?
I mean, I'm not sure what our best play is here.
If only we knew what exact inn or whatever where he frequented most. You know, then we could like ask, at least the bartender or something like that. They always know things. But yeah, that might be our best bet, unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like we had info on this, and we're just not remembering it.
If I recall correctly, Damien said you could meet him the next night at the tower.
Oh, well,
He didn't give him information of his whereabouts would be until then.
okay, then we really don't have anything to do then.
Alright. Let's go blindly searching for a dwarf man with red hair.
Okay. Roll me a investigation check. Yes.
Alright, I can do that for you.
As you walk
That-
the city.
That was not good at all. I am not a smart man.
You find a few dwarves with red hair. Do you engage in conversation with them? They look very similar. They're standing next to each other.
Well, this is going to be both racist and awkward.
What a calm shot.
Well, hi there.
Yes, hello.
I was wondering if you could, Ashley has blanks on what she wants to say.
Think of the worst, most awkward thing you could think of this situation, and just do it.
Frederick Douglass?
Just do
I
it.
was just wondering, did any of you guys see the riot that was happening the other night?
They kind of look at each other. Roll me a persuasion check.
22.
Ew.
22.
I swear I'm not a cop.
Crazy riot the other day. Totally not normal.
the other day.
Wasn't it?
They look at each other and they look back to you and says, oh, yes, of course, they were all over the city. How could we miss that?
I don't know. What do you think of that? Like all the stuff they were saying.
Look back at each other and one of them kind of gives a quick nod and they look back. Excuse me, what is the... Who are you?
Well, that's funny you should say that. My name is Caleb Candlenook, and
Well, Caleb, of course.
Jesus Christ.
As I'm sure you agree, Caleb, they are terrible things.
of course they are terrible things.
Deception, please. It's the 22. Calling the shot.
Wait, did you say perception?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Deception.
Persuasion.
Deception.
22.
It's actually a 22. Wow.
Call those shots. We take those.
I was memeing and it actually was true. Yes, of course.
Well,
Was there something you needed from us?
no, I was just trying to gauge everyone's thoughts about it. I was thinking about writing a song and whatnot.
Well, if your thoughts agree with ours, then you already have those thoughts.
Yeah, but like, did you guys see anything like super cool and awesome that I could put, or super terrible and
Sir.
sad?
It was a riot.
I don't know, but you could make riots exciting. I don't know.
Riots can be cool. I mean, come on, guys.
I got no sleep that night. It was not fun.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Well, I won't bother any more of your time. Have a good day, guys.
And
Walks away.
may the silver flame be with you.
And
Interjects.
also with you.
And then he points his finger at you like, and there it is. Okay. Nods and then turns away.
Faye, or Eli leans into Faye and goes, "All right, we're gonna cross those guys off our list."
Yeah, it's no good, sir.
Did I at least do a good job convincing them?
You did good, buddy.
All right, I don't know how to speak in those types of conversations.
Hey, where can I buy some drugs around here?
What do you think about the revolutionaries?
Man, pretty awesome, aren't they? I mean, bad.
I'm gonna write a song about it.
I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
they
No,
are.
it's so good.
Did any cool shit happen? I mean, bad.
I love that Eli's persuasion and deception are always a 22, so it always works. It's so good.
It is so good. It's gonna get me in jail one day.
Unbelievable.
Only if you try
You
to do
want
it
really
like Catalina. Like, that's it. That's the only person that won't work on.
Probably SAO
What about
too.
so?
Yes, very high stats.
Last thing, so that way we're not completely useless during this thing. The guys that were lifting up the dwarf, they were big guys, right?
There was a human and a half-orc.
A human and a half orc. Do I remember what they kind of looked like?
That was harder to make out. You saw
Okay.
the dwarf pretty well because he was over the crowd.
Okay.
I mean, the half-orc was bald. You saw his head. The human was wearing a hat. You didn't see much. You could just see his ears were human ears. And he was tall enough to be a human, not a dwarf, etc. Way taller than a halfling. Skin was not that of a half-orc. So you could
Eli
identify him as
grumbles
Indian
in
that way.
silence. And then turns to Faye and goes, "You want to go look for explosions?
Yeah, let's go look for explosions.
Let's go look for explosions."
Okay, roll me a charisma investigation check.
Hey! What? How do I do that?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like
how?
If you're proficient, just charisma and proficiency.
So roll persuasion, probably.
That works. It won't be a 22 though.
26.
Even better.
Wow, what a combo.
Here is real footage of the two of you looking for explosions. Okay.
At the ready.
You guys just had really awkward conversations, and they led nowhere. But as soon as explosions come up, you roll really high, and it's your main stats. All right.
Jesus Christ.
It's so good.
Do we find it at like some sketchy shop or some shit like
So
that?
you rolled really high, so we're gonna see how this plays out. But more specifically, when you say looking for explosions, you looking for scrolls? Are you looking for like alchemical stuff? Like what are you? Explosions is
Magic
a pretty big category.
Magic that makes
magic
quiet.
shops that harness the power of fire for
Magic shops that harness the
dungeon
power
delving.
of fire. Okay. You find two magic shops in town. One
More specific.
It is more specific. One is just a house, Cannith chapter house here. So they just sell, general mass-produced magic items. And the other one is a smaller building, a good distance away, not near enough to be, not near enough that the competition would crush them. This is a one-story building with a very tall roof that almost looks like a witch's hat, and the walls are all kind of painted purple.
Well, we know
Excuse me,
which one
sorry?
we're gonna go to. Faye, you know which one we're gonna go to, right?
I know which one we're gonna go to.
The Witcher's Hat!
The
Hey, do
witch-
you want to buy some magic drugs?
I'm gonna lead this time, champ.
Alright, you lead this time, Faye. I believe in you.
Okay.
God, we're so scuffed.
Yeah, we had too much D&D this weekend. I think we're all burned out.
Same.
Everybody-
Yeah, I'm so sorry,
How do
guys.
our brains
Dumb.
work?
It's fucking
My brain is soup. Help.
I'm normally better than this.
No,
I'm
we're all
not.
bad today. It's fine. It's really bad today.
I have had.
Hey, have you heard of that damn revolution? What do you think?
I have been DMing for 11 hours
Oh god.
with two more that I played on top of that as well.
Oh my goodness.
That was my
Yeah,
weekend. Okay, so, yes, do you enter this small shack of a shop?
Hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I apologize. I apologize that my brain is too soup to come up with a name for it, but here we are. You
It's
guys.
called the Witch's Hat.
You know what? It's called Soup. You guys are shopping at Soup. You're welcome. It's a good name.
Just call it the,
Sounds trendy.
just call it the witch's brew.
Nope, it's Soup.
No, I prefer to.
Call it the witch's
Witches
brew,
have cauldron.
oddities and eccentricities.
At the counter,
Cauldron. They make soup.
at the counter is a kobold in a witch's hat.
Fuck yeah.
Well,
There
hi
you go.
there.
Let's see soup.
No
Oh,
soup for
sorry,
you.
sorry. You're the one who's supposed to be talking. Okay.
I'm just gonna nod.
Yeah, Yes, hello. And kind of looks down at something on the counter in front of them. And may the silver flame that be with you. Yes.
Eli nudges Faye, like, ooh.
Cheers. Yes. Cheers. Yes.
Can I insight on how sincere the silver flame comment was?
Go for it. 10% sincere, enthusiastic, not sincere. You bring coin for buy.
Plenty of coin, yes.
Good, yes. Buying what?
You know, I'm in a fairly industrial destructive line of work. I need to be out in the field. Really gotta knock something loose powerfully. Like I don't want to be taking any chances. Like I want to make sure in one go we really blow this thing open. Get to some...
Yes, just the ticket. Kind of rummages around under the counter. You hear bottles and things clicking around. And pulls up a small vial with a red liquid in it and holds it out to you and says, take 2 drops of this in the morning and then 2 drops in the night. It'll clear you right out.
All right, and Faye's gonna just kind of go up to him, kind of leaning close and say, "Is this your best? Is this your best material for?" And then, like when I get in close, I'm gonna say, "Extinguishing flames."
No, this is more for bowel health. I can find something for extinguishing flames. He kind of sets it on the counter and goes back down underneath it.
Oh my fucking god. Eli's just watching this train wreck, like, silently giggling to himself.
Hey, this is just as bad as mine.
This is...
Yeah.
So bad at terrorism.
I don't feel bad anymore.
The little kobold hops off a stool and kind of goes into a back room, and you hear, like, a sploosh. And it comes back out and... Okay.
Wait,
you have, like, 5 seconds. So if it's something quick, go for it.
I'm going to lean forward and just, like, see that piece of paper that he was reading. It said Silver Flame.
Yeah, it's got... Okay, what languages do you know?
Only Halfling and Common.
It is very... You recognize a couple words in there as common, and it is very awful handwriting. But it does look... You recognize silver and flame.
Alright. I tried.
Little kobold comes back out and sets a bucket of water on the counter and says, for extinguishing flames, yes.
We'll go for the first option then, pal.
That'll be 5 gold pieces, yes.
You know, I'm gonna shop around for a bit. Thank you. If you just leave that there, I'm sure I'll be back in a second.
Very well, yes.
I'm gonna go over to another corner of the shop, get close with Eli, and say yes.
I think we should ask him how long he's been working here. Kind of gauge if he was here before the war ended, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think you should be subtle with him because I feel like he's not gonna take it the right way. I think you need to be very direct with this person.
I think you're right. You know, and we can speak together. At this point, I'm happy to have your help. I think we're not dealing with some. I don't think we're dealing with someone here that might ruffle your.
I totally understand that. And I will help you, but I want to give Charlie the chance to do his speaking, so can I just help him in spirit and he get advantage on his rolls?
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright. I just want Charlie to be able to roleplay as well, and I don't want to be doing all the talking on him.
Oh no, that's getting out of my comfort zone. That's good. Alright, I'm going back to the man.
Alright, Eli joins and, like, we'll back up whatever Faye
just
says.
Hype man. Yeah, just behind me. Like,
hyping you up.
Help!
Just like in the background being like, yeah!
Exactly. No, exactly.
Rage translator.
My good man. If you don't mind me asking, I'm new in town, trying to get to know people. How long have you?
I am Sue. I am not Ben.
Sue, it's a pleasure. I'm sure I would have known that retroactively.
It's a kobold. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Racist.
Honestly, think that same thing happens to me all the
I
time.
mean, if you were around kobolds a lot, maybe easier to tell. I'm not sure if Faye was.
Mhm.
You have like one kobold friends.
Oh no.
No.
I mean,
Um,
it is like a between a lupine and lizard face that is just sticking out under a large hat with like very baggy like shawl over it. It's not many features to go by.
Sue, you said?
Yes, Sue.
Sue, how long have you been in the area? I've been talking to a lot of people in this city, and I'm just curious.
Sue holds up a hand with 3 fingers and a thumb and counts all of them and says, 4.
For
For days, for weeks, for months.
I've been watching. Four is great. I know you mentioned the silver flame. Do they make your life easy? Do they maybe make your life hard here? Is it hard to earn a good living with them all around?
Sue kind of
Be honest.
looks puzzled. Easy? Hard? They bring coin?
I'm gonna just take like a large handful of gold out, like say 50 pieces, and just kind of gently cradle it in my hands, like leaning on the counter, and just say, Sue, I think we could both do with a little less silver flame around here. I want to be a little more direct. I need the strongest explosives you possibly have. Can you give that to me?
Hell yeah!
Make me a
Turn around
persuasion
and see
check.
Guard right there.
Yeah, make me a
Eli-
persuasion check.
Picking you up.
Jesus Christ.
Persuasion, you said?
Yes.
Can I have advantage with my hype man?
Your hype man has granted you advantage, yes.
Hype.
Can you have hype man's minimum 10?
Wait, that's roll one.
Hey! Alright.
Whoop.
I already gave you water for extinguish flame, but the explosive, yes. And as Sue says this, she's not looking at you at all. She's looking at the coin and just like occasionally licking her lips, brain. Thank you, interrupting words while she does so.
Lip.
Lip.
Soup. She's
Super.
just the thing, and she goes underneath the counter and says, I've been saving this for a long time. Not many people have requested explosives. I see you are, yes, connoisseurs, yes?
Oh, indeed.
Put this to good use?
You shall see.
Oh dear God, that's not ominous at all.
Puts a scroll case on the counter. And kind of pushes it towards you gently, and then starts to look back at the pile of coins.
All right. Now, Sue, how does 40 gold pieces sound for this?
Sue grabs the scroll and pulls it back.
50 then. And I just open my hands, and like, because I had taken the 50 out, I just lay the gold on the table in front of me.
Now, if you want 50 gold of explosives, I can find you that, but you asked for the biggest explosion.
That is true. So what is your asking price?
Would you mind telling us exactly what the biggest explosion is? Just
I don't know how to use this very well, but I've been told it causes very big boom. Lots of fire.
Can I read it?
You read it, you buy it.
Well, we're okay. What's your asking price then? And then we'll read it.
Roll me a persuasion check, just as this conversation has been going on, as just like a rough... See how much Sue likes you and how much Sue is gonna drop the price down. 3,000 gold pieces.
What?
How many?
3,000 gold pieces.
Oh, I thought thought you said 20,000.
No, 3.
3,000 gold.
3's still spicy for a scroll. That's
Eli looks at
big
Faye
boom.
like, what?
Biggest boom!
What the fuck is that?
All
I
right.
want to know so bad.
Sue, for a price like that, I'm gonna have to read the scroll to make sure that we're getting the right thing.
But if you read the scroll, big boom. That's what I was told.
No, if I read it silently to myself, it's not gonna be a big boom. It's if I do the spell out loud, big boom. See, I'm a man of magic, and I do a little prestidigitation poof. I know how to read scrolls.
As you make the poof, Sue's like, ah! And kind of flinches back and holds her claws out towards you.
It was literally mist.
Don't go trying to trick Sue.
I'm not gonna trick you. I just want to make sure that we're getting the right thing. Listen, you can trust me. I promise. Nothing bad's gonna happen. I just want to make sure it's the right thing.
So he's gonna roll insight on that. You can roll persuasion or deception. I suppose it would probably be more.
I'm not planning on hurting her.
Oh,
So it doesn't matter which way I roll
nothing bad
anyway.
is gonna happen. Is not entirely true.
Nothing bad's gonna happen to her.
True.
Hey, you don't know the future.
It's
We
the
might
same.
just buy this and leave.
It's the same roll for Eli either way.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Can I roll Knowledge Arcana just to see if, like, by process of elimination, I would maybe be able to hazard a guess to what kind of big explosion magic might be being sold for so high a price?
Sure. I will say Faye has been active in the markets, especially magical markets, as she has demonstrated in the past. So I'll set this at a pretty high DC, but possible.
Yeah.
Unable to really narrow it down, unfortunately. This high price might be something that you've not seen before.
Okay, wait. I have an idea though. All right, Sue. I understand you've got a valuable thing here, and we don't want to take that from you. Or like, that's not what I mean. We don't want to try to haggle you down. I understand. This is important to us, though. Can you promise me? Can you give us 3 days that you please swear to me that you can hold on to this item and not put it up for sale, and we can return with the money that you're asking for?
Roll persuasion at advantage because of your height, man.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Hype!
Advantage! 14.
That was-
scores.
Sue rolled a -1 insight.
Oh no.
So. Yeah, that'll be fine. Not many people ask for explosions anyways. I got very excited.
Well, I want to make sure that's rewarded.
Sue
so-
doesn't, talk about this.
Watch me buy the scroll and it's fucking firebolt, guys.
Out of character. Should not buy it without seeing what it is.
Well, that's why Eli's trying to be able to read it. Was my persuasion check good enough
I
to
think
be
you needed
able
to
read
say
it?
something other than read to the person who doesn't speak English very well. Because to them, read just means activate.
Oh,
Yeah.
can
Look
I
at
Out
can I
of
look at the
character.
title? Can I look at the title of the
Reroll.
scroll?
Hmm.
I promise I won't set
You know
it
what?
off.
I'm not even going to make rolls anymore because I just realized that with Eli doing stuff here, it is physically impossible for Sue to roll over a 22. So,
I commandeth you. No, you wouldn't do that.
Poor Sue.
only the title. No more.
will
I am
only give you
watching.
the title. I promise. I'll even hold my hand in front of my eyes so I can only see the top line.
Okay,
What's
so
the title?
you pull the scroll out of the case. and it looks pretty well preserved. It is, a magic item after all, but it doesn't look very old either. And as you just kind of unroll part of the scroll a little bit to look at the title, this is a scroll of Delayed Blast Fireball.
Oh,
Delayed
damn.
Blast Fireball.
Yeah,
That sounds
sick.
like our ticket money.
And as an out-of-game note, that is a spell that you pick a point, you concentrate on it for up to a minute. The longer you concentrate on it, the deadlier it gets, and then you can make it go boom. It starts at 12d6 and goes up by another d6 for every round that you concentrate on it.
So that's 22 at the end.
22 d6 max at the end, yes.
That'll do. I think that'll do.
That's a pretty big boom.
That's a pretty big boom.
Okay.
Eli's eyebrows raise and he nods and makes the not bad face and he's like, yeah, we'll get this money to you right away, Sue. Don't you worry about a thing.
It has been a pleasure. We will be seeing you again.
Yes, don't forget your medicine. That was 5 gold, yes? And the water.
Yeah.
Two
Yes,
copper for
indeed.
the water, for extinguished flame.
Thank you, Sue. Much
I love Sue
obliged.
so much. Oh my god.
Sue, it's been a pleasure.
All
right.
right. It is 9
Now
p.m.
on to the monk, the graffiti monk.
Oh, right, okay, the graffiti monk, sure. You've got a cloak of elven kind. So you have advantage on stealth and everyone else has disadvantage to perceive you, right? That's how that works? Or is that the boots?
I at least have advantage. I'm not sure about the disadvantage.
I
You
think
get
that's what the cloak
disadvantage
does,
via
yeah.
text. Although you do have to attune to it.
Oh, I would have taken the time to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense. While all the rest of this has been going on.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I would have been attuned to, so hold on, let me take a look.
I think I marked on your character sheet. There's a little star next to things that are attuned. On the right hand.
I guess I'd attuned from the amulet of
Okay.
proof against detection and location for the time being.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, and then go graffiti the list of stuff Eli gave me
All
around
right.
town. I should
So,
roll, shouldn't I?
yes, roll stealth at advantage, first off.
Oh,
Okay.
wow, not great.
And I believe just at this point, with all of your acrobatic monk features, I won't even make you roll for that. You're just going to be doing all sorts of parkour.
I mean, I can run up walls. I've
Exactly.
got 100 foot of move speed and a standard round.
You can-
that's not even trying.
You can jump really far with
Parkour.
step of the wind, etc. Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
So that's that.
I just want people to, like,
Roll me...
if there are airships around here, I want to graffiti the bottom of an airship.
The
But,
bottom
if there's
of an
anything
airship.
floating. Like before it takes off, like climb into the docks and I don't know, something ridiculous.
I don't remember if I described the town as having an airship dock or not previously. Does anyone remember? Because I don't think it does.
don't.
But I don't want
I
to
don't
contradict
think
that.
Do not
Alright.
tell us there was an
All right.
airship dog.
I am off my rocker then. Ignore
Oh
me.
no, that's fine. I couldn't remember either, so that's cool. So
just-
sides of buildings, etc.
Yeah, sides of buildings. Probably
Alright.
if I can on the walls of the garrison and the Tower of Judgment.
Cool.
Wait, you're gonna go into the Tower of Judgment?
Or on the walls around it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're gonna go into the Tower of Judgment.
Oh,
no, the walls around
no.
it.
Yeah, just like the fortification around the tower.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying
Like
he's
that.
gonna
Oh,
go
is that the
into it.
whole garrison?
No,
Is that
it-
what I mean?
This like grouping of walls right here is where the
Oh,
knights were on
yeah.
before that you guys were talking to. I'm assuming that's what
Yeah,
he's talking about
Oh
as well.
shit!
Oh
Fuck!
my god.
Shit.
I mean, that
Alright,
seems acceptable.
there we go.
Okay.
What about
Um,
the
Yeah.
walls?
Sorry.
As you run up to those walls, one of the guards
This
points
would be,
you
like,
out.
later at night, as best I can.
So that would be
it's-
the last stop.
I will. It
Yeah.
is well lit. I did describe that before.
Oh, I forgot that. Shit. Maybe not. I'd
we
think
don't-
about it.
Right to remain.
You'd
Don't want
think
you to
about
get
it.
caught, buddy.
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't do that then. I didn't realize how well guarded it was. Shit. Can't get that with a 19. So
You should graffiti the Tower of London, man.
Okay, we'll say, and for the graffiti itself, go ahead and roll me
Yeah.
a. Are you proficient with any tools that would help here? And how? And did you go out and get supplies or something?
Eli would give you some money for supplies.
yeah, I would need money for supplies. I was gonna go get
So you're gonna
something.
get,
I don't know what.
A
I
painter's
have
kit?
herbalism, but I don't know how useful that is. Like that might be useful for like dyes and knowing what can
Mash berries
stick
on the
where,
wall.
but yeah, no, and medicine, but also not that useful. So no, I got nothing.
Okay, so we'll say you could pick up painter's supplies for 10 gold pieces.
All right, I'll just subtract
Okay.
that from me. I'll say I
Thank you.
gave you like, let's say we gave you 15, so you have 5 gold on you,
Okay.
Okay.
or 5 gold extra.
And we'll say that 5 gold went to buying the large quantities of paint that you are now spreading everywhere. Because the painter's supplies are like brushes and stuff. So, you rush around. Roll me an intelligence check with no proficiency because you are not proficient in painter supplies.
Oh no.
You're gonna write unintelligible fucking words everywhere.
All right.
Oh no.
So it's got, that strong graffiti effect of the drip covering everything to the point that a lot of it isn't super legible. And it's definitely not pretty. But you feel like if somebody stopped and looked at it for a bit, they could probably make out what it says.
Shit.
It's gonna look like normal terrorism.
Oh boy.
The car's gonna look at it and look a little dead inside and move on.
I mean, in a way, this is slightly better because then the guards won't wash it off immediately because they won't immediately know what it is.
Just normal.
Or they'll go, oh, that's ugly as shit, get rid of it.
Okay. Towards the end of the night, or the end of the day, rather, whenever you would be doing this, one guard does spot you painting. It's a lucky encounter. He rolled a natural 20 on his perception.
Oh, fuck
He
me.
comes around the corner and sees you at the end of the alley and says,
Wait,
"What are you
rolled
doing
a
down there?"
nat 20 at disadvantage?
Oh, you're right. Nat 20 and a 16. I just rolled the second one there. So a 16,
Knock his bitch ass
a
out.
natural 16 plus 5, 21.
Oh.
Yep. Okay, so he spots you still, even at disadvantage. But he kind of has to pause for a second and look like you hear someone coming into the alleyway, Nakarath, and there's just a guard standing there, like looking down, like, what are you doing down there?
I fucking book it.
Halt! Stop! In the name of the Silver Flame! You hear the trudging of heavy armor behind you, and it does not take very long before you completely outpace them.
Yeah, I don't even gotta try.
No, you book it, you run up a wall, and you are out of sight and out of earshot in seconds.
Assassin's Creed style.
Nakarif might have to lay low for the next day or so.
Yeah.
Shit is happening.
Hi, I'm terrible at my job.
My trap card.
First you punch it to death, then you can't even stealth properly. Jeez.
Rolls perfect stealth checks all day. One person sees him.
I mean, I got a 19 total. It's not fantastic.
This
I thought
this
you
is
rolled
what
pretty
Nakarath does. And
I rolled a fucking 7 and a 9. Like, come on. How much more, like, below
Yeah.
average?
yeah. Okay, and we'll assume after that you guys have completed a day here. You've all gathered back at the Orient Chapter House. Drost, Milos, Karik, and Leroy. After you guys got back from looking at the Tower of Judgment, you began a day of downtime on researching, adapting your plans to an airship rather than a boat, a skyboat. We'll say it would not have taken you super long. Actually, you know what? Investigating for a dwarf probably took up a good portion of the day for that crew.
Oh yeah.
They are hard
And
to say.
Nakarath's day was spent graffitiing. He got very lucky for most of it, especially thanks to the Cloak of Elven Kind, and he still escaped in the end. So, You guys have had a productive day of revolution so far.
Revolution! Jordan, were you expecting us to do any of this shit?
I put it as a possibility, yes.
Ah, alright. Just making sure.
You would say that if it was true or not.
That's the way the DM should answer, though.
No,
Yeah.
my brain is just soup, but I will be fine.
We're all soup.
We are all soup.
Yeah.
I am glad that there is now canon shopping at soup. This brings me great joy.
Question about the liquid in the vial. Is it soup?
I am
it is soup.
excited about this delayed
No.
blast fireball.
It is not soup, but you bought it as soup.
Oh god.
Nuts. It's like 7th level, right?
Yes.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna have the person with the highest Constitution score just sit there and concentrate.
Trust.
Well,
Oh, fuck.
to cast a spell, it has to be on your spell list, so that is
Yeah,
only
not
Fae.
trust.
It is a sorcerer and wizard spell.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck. Okay,
So I
Faye,
have
you're
advantage
leading.
on
And even then, Fae is going to have to make a check to even successfully roll it.
Oh wow.
That's how
Because
big
it's
scrolls
above
work.
the level slot that you can cast. DC plus, you need to pass a DC 17 check with a charisma score check to cast it, because it is above the slot you can cast at.
I think you'll be
Shouldn't
okay.
be too hard.
My charisma score is massive, so
Well,
Yep.
that, and I'm sure you can bardic inspiration then, right?
Oh, I'm a bardic inspiration
Just-
the fuck out of it.
That'll work.
it happened.
I can't wait to tell the story of
I'm
Faye.
Faye's hype man. What?
spending 1 minute planting the bomb.
1 minute planting the bomb, or going up to plant the bomb and then failing to read the scroll, it just vanishes, and you're like, oh, okay.
That'll be the
That
most
would be so
awkward part.
fucking unfortunate. That would be worth spending all of those d20s
Eight
that we have.
dice? I only think
Yes.
Yeah,
I think we
just-
only have. Are we still on
We'll
one?
look
Or
back
do we have
fondly
two?
on the last
I-
I don't know.
We have an actual note for it. Fate.
Oh,
Yeah,
imagine reading that.
I have 2, you have 1.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if we have to, if the scroll's gonna disappear, we're definitely using a fate point on that.
Yeah.
You got
A
1.
saved point?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
A
Oh,
fate?
What
yeah.
could go wrong?
Fey points.
Collapsing a tower and giving the DM all of the rolls.
Give me some Fey points.
Hey, maybe one of our characters die at some point, but
All right.
we spark a
Also, wait.
revolution.
Just a note that I thought of as we're talking about this versus the
I mean,
last
I'm all about
before
revoluting.
before we wrap up. In the future, let's refrain on using fate points against a target who can also use fate points.
I mean, I think
Like
anything can use fate points.
Wait,
I
does
think
that mean
anytime
So-
Jordan doesn't like a roll, he can fate
The trick is, yes, if I have a fate point, I can just use it. They're my fate points. But I can't just use a fate point to counter one of your rolls that you've done. Like, I can't force you to. Once a fate point has been
You can't
applied,
counterspell the counterspell.
yeah, I can't just go back and forth on the fate points forever as we burn fate points on the same roll eternally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fading back and forth?
Once it's been a positive fate point or a negative fate point on the roll, there can't be one from the other side. But if it's something like, oh, we counterspell, and then the counterspell counterspells the counterspell, and there's a bunch of rolls involved in that, fate points can be applied there. So, because that's different rolls.
All right. Good night.
Later.
Night.
Good night.